Hello viewers, I am Deepthi. Today I am going to discuss Karnataka ICSE School Association Preparatory Examination for Geography, which means History Civics Geography paper number 2 for ICSE class 10 for the year 2022-23. Starting with compulsory part 1. Question number 1. Refer to extract of the survey map sheet number G43S7. Eastings from 22 to 32 and northings from 02 to 12 and answer the following. A part. Give 4-figure grid reference of triangulated height 208. And you can see this 208 is situated on your topography map on the vertical line 23. So we need to take the previous. It means the grid number on the left. It means 22 is the number of eastings here. And northings is previous number. It means 07. 2207. This is our part number 1. Is the 4-figure grid reference for triangulated height 208. Second part, police station of Pantavada. So police station you can see is situated here on the number 27, vertical line 27. So we need to take the previous one. It means 26 is the easting and northing is 11. So 2611 is the 4-figure grid reference of the police station of Pantavada. The symbol is there. In part B, if a crow flies from the temple of Santarvada, this is Santarvada, to post office of Pantavada, this is post office of Pantavada. Crow is flying from here to here. How much distance does it fly in kilometer? If you measure this distance with the help of scale, because for this year only direct distances are there, shows you are working also. So this distance approximately comes out to be near about 5.7 centimeter to 6 centimeter, or you know that 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. It means your answer should be approximately 2.85 kilometer to 3 kilometer. This is the answer of part number B. Now in C part, in the northwest part of the map, north and then west, northwest part of the map, you get to see a feature with a lot of brown dots. I have not shown many. What are they and what do they depict about the rainfall received in that area? We know that these brown dots show sand dunes. So sand dune is the feature depicted. So in second part, they have asked what do they depict about the rainfall received in that area. We know that scanty rainfall, less rainfall, that is why sand dunes are there. It means it is a desert area. In D part, identify the drainage pattern of the following. Drainage pattern in grid 2805. So this is our easting 28 and then northings 05. So 2805. Drainage pattern. Two parallel lines you can see there. Two parallel lines, it means it is a trellised pattern. If it is like a tree, then it should be dendritic, but these are parallel. So this is trellised pattern, drainage pattern. In second, 2406. 24, eastings 24 and then 06. 2406, you can see a line and then dots. It means it is a disappearing pattern. Disappearing drainage pattern. In E part, what is the general pattern of settlement in the given map extract and why? If you observe the given sheet carefully, then you can see that the settlement pattern is compact because red squares are there closely located. Compact hai, clustered you can write, or you can also write nucleated, means houses are very close. Second is why. Why we can say because the huts, or you can say permanent huts, are together, located together, or cultivable land is there, yellow wash area is there, or perennial source of water is also there because you can see Blue River is also there. Sipu Nadi is also there. In F part, what is the meaning of the term stony waste in grid square 313108? This stony waste. What does it depict about the type of area it is? This stony waste is the land covered with rock boulder stones. Rock boulder stones. And what does it depict about the type of area it is? It means it is a uncultivable area, not fit for cultivation. And you can say area of less rainfall. And you can also write underdeveloped area. One feature you need to give there. Our question number 2, on the outline map of India, mark and label the following. A part is the direction of winds that give rainfall to larger part of India, and we know that these winds are southwest monsoon winds. This is the direction of southwest monsoon wind, Arabian Sea branch on the western side of Indian Peninsula, and on the other side this is the Bay of Bengal branch of southwest monsoon wind on the eastern side of Indian Peninsula. Second is Lake Chilka. Lake Chilka is like a dent here on the outline boundary of India. Now C is river Tungabhadra, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna. So it is the tributary of Krishna. So here it is Tungabhadra. Now D is Jharia. Here it is the location of Jharia. In between this Damodar river and I think Subarnarekha. And then E part is river Satluj. You can see this is the southernmost tributary of Indus. This is river Satluj, tributary of Indus river. Now F is Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is the location of Chota Nagpur Plateau in the state of Jharkhand. Next is Eastern Ghat. Eastern Ghat on the eastern side of Indian Peninsula. They are more continuous. Like this, you need to draw a line. These are Eastern Ghats. Next is Indian Standard Time. Indian Standard Time we need to draw like this. If you want, you need not to use scale here. Indian Standard Time 82 degree 30 minutes. This you need to write here. And a straight line, almost straight line you can draw. Keep it in your mind. This here, confluence of river Ganga and Yamuna, you need to pass through this point, which is Prayagraj or Allahabad, and then at the tip of Sri Lanka. This is our Indian Standard Meridian. Next is Andaman Sea. On the eastern side, this whole portion is Andaman Sea. And then Chennai. Location of Chennai is here on the eastern side. South India, this is Chennai. Now coming to question number 3, choose the correct answer from the following. A part is Kanyakumari is situated about 8 degrees north of the equator. In context of this information, what type of climate does it experience? Part 1 is high diurnal range of temperature. Second is extreme temperature condition. Third is very hot and humid, and D is moderate. So our correct option is very hot and humid. Near to the equator, so very hot and humid because of water bodies, Indian Ocean. So our third part is correct here. B part, which soil is found in northwestern part of peninsular India? A, alluvial soil. Second part is black soil. Third is red soil. Fourth is laterite soil. And our correct option is black soil, because major part of Gujarat and Maharashtra, black soil is there. Deccan Plateau. In third, which one of the following is not a major vegetation type in India? Part 1, tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, Mediterranean forest and littoral forest. So, correct option is 3, Mediterranean forest. Not a major vegetation type in India. D, which of the following is a disadvantage of drip irrigation? Uniform water distribution, this is an advantage. High efficiency, again a positive point. Leaching is reduced, and high installation cost. So disadvantage is fourth point, high installation cost, because money is invested. E part, why has Thar developed into a desert? Part 1, it has no cloud cover. Part 2, it is near the sea. Part 3, it is on the windward side of Western Ghat. And part 4, Aravali is parallel to southwest monsoon winds. So Aravali is parallel to southwest monsoon wind. This is the correct reason here, part number 4. Because it cannot allow the southwestern monsoon wind to reign there. In F part, Bellary, Chitradurga, Chikmagaluru and Tumakuru belt in Karnataka has large reserves of part 1 iron ore, then copper, uranium and granite, and part 1 iron ore is correct here. In G part, which one is a commercial crop in Haryana but a subsistence crop in Odisha? Subsistence means for the sole purpose of sustenance and consumption and not for sale in Odisha. So, wheat, rice, bajra or jowar. Correct option is second, which is rice. Steel plant set up in collaboration with German firm Krups and Demag. First is Tata Iron and Steel Company, Bhilai Iron and Steel Plant, Vishakhapatnam Steel Plant and Rourkela Steel Plant. And correct option is 4, Rourkela Steel Plant. When the organic matter present in the sanitary landfill decomposes, it generates part 1 methane, nitrogen, hydrogen, all of the above. And the correct option is part 1, which is methane. Golden Quadrilateral is a project in India of railways, airways, waterways, roadways, and our correct option is 4, which is roadways. Coming to part number 2, which is of 50 marks, you need to attempt any 5 questions out of the given 9 questions here. Question number 4. A part. Explain why rainfall decreases eastward in peninsular India and westward in the northern India. Now, the answer is low pressure conditions due to intense heat. Moisture bearing winds enter the Indian subcontinent and heavy rainfall on the windward slope of Western Ghat. But peninsular India is the rain shadow area for southwest monsoon winds and Arabian Sea branch especially. Second part, northern India receive rainfall from Bay of Bengal branch and it keeps shedding moisture and becomes dry towards west. So this is the reason. Now B part, with 2 examples, explain the role played by mountain ranges in the distribution of rainfall in India during the southwest monsoon period. It means summer period, or you can say rainfall period. Role played by mountain ranges. Very important role played by them. Part 1 is Western Ghat intercept southwest monsoon winds and west coast of India receive heavy rainfall. In India, this is the second amount of highest rainfall. Second point is Aravallis run parallel to southwest monsoon winds. So Rajasthan receives scanty rainfall. Aravalli runs parallel means winds go like this. They not intercept the Aravalli. They run parallel to Aravalli. So no rainfall in Rajasthan. Third part, name 2 types of cyclonic systems that affect the Indian subcontinent and 2 states that receive rainfall from these systems. So first is tropical cyclone. Heavy rainfall, strong winds, short duration but highly destructive. And the state is Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu in the month of October and November. Second is temperate cyclone. Light showers, snowfall in high altitudes of Himalayan states, and the state affected is Punjab. In part number D, study the climatic data given below and answer the following. Temperature is given and rainfall is given. First part, calculate the annual rainfall experienced by the station. Just need to add all the values given in the horizontal row where rainfall is written in centimeter. It means 15.3, 10.1, 0.3, 0.1, 1.3, 4.5, 6.1, 10.2, 10.5, 20.1, 16.8 and 19. And their sum comes out to be 114.3 centimeter. So this is the annual rainfall experienced by this station given. Second, suggest a name for this station giving a reason for your answer. This station might be Chennai because the station receives winter rainfall and range of temperature is low. Range of temperature means you need to observe the horizontal row given in the heading of temperature. You can see here highest temperature is 33.1 in the month of July and lowest temperature is 23.1 in the month of January. So range is 33.1 minus 23.1, it means 10 degrees Celsius only. And low range of temperature depicts that this is a moderate area where temperature is moderate. So this station might be Chennai. Third is name the rainiest month. Rainiest month is October and the rain in this period is 20.1 centimeter. So these are the answers. Now coming to question number 5. Give a geographical reason for each of the following. Part 1 is laterite soil is useful for construction purpose. Laterite soil can easily cut with a spade, but it becomes hard when they exposed to air as they contain a high content of iron oxide. So this is the reason. Second part, black soil does not get leached because it is deep and fine grained, which makes it clayey and is moisture retentive and becomes very sticky when wet. In B part, what is soil conservation? State a method of soil conservation in the arid region. Prevention of soil loss from erosion or prevention of reduced fertility of soil is known as soil conservation. Method of soil conservation in arid region. By planting trees, or you can say shelter belts with rows of trees planted perpendicular to the direction of winds help to reduce wind velocity and check migration of sand dunes in arid areas. In next part C, mention two similarities and also one difference between red soil and laterite soil. So red soil and laterite soil, you need to make two columns. In red soil, two similarities in these two are coarse texture, both have coarse texture, both are crumbly, both are friable, both are porous. These are all the similarities. Red in color as rich in iron oxide. Both are red in color because they have iron oxide in much quantity. The difference is laterite soil is acidic and red soil is rich in potash. This is the difference, only one difference. D part, name the following. Part 1, the removal of the topsoil cover by water, wind and human activities. And the answer is soil erosion. In second part, the decayed and decomposed organic matter in the soil. We know the answer is humus. Third part, the older, less fertile, porous, having lime nodules. Lime nodules means kankars, alluvial soil. And we know that this soil is Bhangar alluvial soil. As we know that Khadar is more fertile and Bhangar is less fertile. So Bhangar alluvial soil is the right answer. Coming to question number 6. A part, write two reasons why monsoon deciduous forests are commercially more valuable than other types of forest. Answer is, the timber obtained from this forest is very much in demand as it is very valuable timber, hardwooded, less dense, can be easily felled. And one more reason, trees here tend to be in pure strands, hence easily exploited. So these are the reasons why deciduous forests are commercially more valuable. Now in B part, name the natural vegetation largely found in the following regions. Part 1, the delta of Ganga river. Delta region is there, it means littoral or tidal forest. Second part, the windward side of Western Ghat. Very heavy rainfall, so tropical evergreen forest because of heavy rainfall in this region. C part, mention three ways in which forests are important. There are so many reasons. You need to mention three important. Habitats for animals, livelihoods for humans, watershed protection, prevent soil erosion, mitigate climate changes, purifies air quality, provides employment to a large section of rural population, moderate climate, cause rainfall, recharges underground water table, humus. So these are all the advantages of forest. We cannot deny any of them. You need to write only three ways. Part D. Explain why agroforestry is not vulnerable to population stress because it is created in accordance with the socio-cultural practices, coordinates with local population on traditional forestry. Second part, coniferous trees of mountain forest have conical shape because the cone shape allows snow to drop down on the leaves and branches and prevents accumulation of snow on branches and leaves and also get the sunlight. Third part is Sundari trees are used for boat making and construction purposes because the wood is hard and durable. So hard, durable timber and water resistant also. Water resistant timber for construction purpose and boat making. You might have read about tangled root system is the adaptation for their survival in mud also. Now coming to next question number 7. State two reasons why irrigation is required in India. Irrigation, requirement of irrigation, part 1, uncertainty of rainfall, or you can write uneven distribution of rainfall. Or different crops require different quantities of water for their growth. And next point, water requirement of different crops depend on the nature of the soil. Next point, to utilize river water effectively and to obtain maximum yield. So many points are there. You need to write any 2 points because it is a 2-marker question. In B part, explain why. Part 1, inundation canals are being converted to perennial canals because inundation canals become dry during summer season, and since these canals get water directly from the rivers, they become dry when rivers change their course. So they need to be converted to perennial canals because perennial canals have water throughout the year. Second part, canals make the soil infertile. Why? In the canal irrigation, where the water table is a few feet below the ground, the alkaline salts come to the surface, mix with the soil and make it infertile. This is the reason. In C part, what is meant by rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is the process of increasing the recharge of groundwater by capturing and storing rainwater locally in subsurface water reservoirs. State any two methods practiced in India. There are so many methods: Khatri, Kul, Bollies, Diggies, Johad, Keri, Zing, Bandhars, Surangam. You need to write only 2 names from these. State 3 reasons why tank irrigation is more popular in peninsular India. So headings are uneven rocky plateau, hard rocky terrain, underlying impervious hard rock strata, natural depressions, seasonal rivers or rain-fed rivers you can write. Out of these points you can explain any 3 points in a little bit detail. Question number 8. A part. Name the minerals associated with the following locations. Mumbai High. Mineral associated is petroleum or crude oil. Second is Jharia. We all know this is coal. Third is Baba Budan Hills. The answer is iron ore. Fourth is Neyveli. The answer is lignite coal, or you can write only coal. In B part, give 2 advantages that non-conventional energy sources have over conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional sources of energy are renewable, low cost, easy to operate, less pollution, available in abundance, environment friendly. There are so many advantages. You need to write any two but explain them properly. C part. Give a geographical reason for each of the following. Petroleum is called a fossil fuel. This is our part 1. Petroleum was formed from the remains of ancient and dead marine organisms such as plant, algae and bacteria. Also, there is not even a tiny part of crude petroleum which goes waste or remains unused. Second part, copper is used for making electric wires because copper is a good conductor of electricity. It is highly ductile. It can be driven into wires and it is malleable. It can be beaten into sheets. Any one reason you need to give because all these are of only 1 mark. Third part is biogas plants generate rich fertilizer. The sludge left behind is a rich fertilizer because it contains bacterial biomass. D part is with reference to Bhakra Nangal Dam, answer the following. Name the river on which it has been constructed. We know the river is Satluj. Second part, give any two uses of this dam. It has many uses. Irrigation, generates hydroelectricity, prevents flood. Explain any 2 points. Third is name 2 states that benefit from this project. 2 states, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi. Mention any 2 states. Now question number 9, give reasons. Part 1 is jute has to be retted. We know that retting is the soaking of the stalks in pool of clear water. What is the purpose? Because to soften the outer bark and to facilitate the early removal of fibers. Second part, threshing is done in the rice field. Threshing is to separate the grain from starch. Why it is done? It is done to minimize the cost of transportation. B part, why is wheat not grown in the eastern and in the extreme southern part of India? Name the state that is the largest producer of wheat, not grown in eastern. Because of high heat and excessive rainfall, which is unsuitable for wheat. As we all know that wheat is a rabi crop. And largest producer, Punjab is the second largest producer after Uttar Pradesh. C part is ratooning is associated with which crop in India? We know that this is sugarcane. Mention one advantage and one disadvantage for use of ratooning for propagation. Advantages are it saves labor, matures early and cheaper. And disadvantage, thinner canes, risk of pest and diseases and sucrose content is less. Give any one advantage and one disadvantage. D part is, despite significant development, Indian agriculture suffers from certain problems. Mention any 3 of them. Unreliable rainfall, lack of irrigation facilities, soil erosion, demand for food crops, uneducated farmer, does not follow modern techniques of farming, cannot purchase modern equipment, challenges given by globalization. You need to explain only 3 points. Now coming to question number 10. Mention 2 reasons why industries play a very important role in India's economy. Make India self-reliant to counter regional imbalance, balance of trade, converting raw material to finished products, more export and earn foreign exchange. There are many advantages. Explain any 2. In B part, name any 2 problems of cotton textile industry. Sick mills are there, outdated machinery, shortage of raw materials and shortage of power also. Any 2 you need to write. C part, give reasons. Part 1, India produces less cane sugar though it is one of the largest producer of sugar cane in the world because a fairly large amount is used to make gur and Kantsari. So production of sugarcane is the highest, but cane sugar is less. Now next is Bengaluru is known as IT capital because it is the leading center of software industries with world-class infrastructure and also pleasant weather conditions. Next is mini steel plants cause less pollution than integrated steel plant because they use electric furnace, or you can write electric power that can even be generated from renewable sources. So less polluted. D part. What is sericulture? State any two problems faced by the industry associated with sericulture. The rearing of silkworms for silk production is known as sericulture. Problems associated are competition from artificial silk, import of cheaper raw material, no systematic testing and grading of silk, outdated power looms, and prices of raw silk fluctuate. Many problems are associated. You need to write any two. Question number 11, A part is give two reasons why river Ganga is navigable from its mouth right up to Prayagraj, means Allahabad. So Ganga is a perennial river. It means it has water throughout the year. Second, the depth becomes gradual after Prayagraj. Third, it is joined by many tributaries. So the depth and volume of water increases. B part is state two advantages of airways. Fastest mode of transportation. It is comfortable, can cross physical barriers like high mountains, rivers, etc. Important during natural calamities. Write any 2 points in detail. C part is how is a port different from that of a harbor. When a port is used for loading and unloading of a ship, उसके बाद हम शिप को अपने घर तो ले जा नहीं सकते. So the harbor provides safe parking or anchorage to these ships. हम वहीं खड़ा करेंगे. Moreover, ports are man-made, whereas harbors can be man-made or natural, both. Second part of this associated question is why is Mumbai called a port as well as a harbour? Mumbai is a natural harbour which provides anchorage and is also used for loading and unloading a ship. Thank God, हमें ship को घर नहीं ले जाना पड़ रहा. D part. Road transport in India is considered more useful. Substantiate the statement by giving three reasons. There are so many advantages of road transport. Every village and hamlet can be reached with the help of roadways. Construction of roads is cheaper, can be constructed in difficult terrain. It means in hilly areas, mountains. Offers door to door service. कोई भी और चीज़ हमारे घर के दरवाजे तक नहीं आएगी, ना एरोप्लेन आएगा, ना ट्रेन आएगी. It is a safer mode of transportation. It provides link to railways, ports and hinterlands. Last question number 12 is mention two reasons for the need of waste management. First, to prevent pollution, disposing the waste into recyclable use, to reduce health hazards, reduces spreading of diseases, waste needs to be managed, else it spoils the landscape. Any 2 points you need to give in a little bit detail. B part is how is Indore method of composting different from that of Bengaluru method of composting. Indore method of composting is manual, done by hands manually, whereas Bengaluru method of composting is mechanical, means done by machines. In the Indore method, the waste material mixture is turned regularly to ensure aerobic condition. हम उसको turn करते रहते हैं. Whereas in Bengaluru method, the material is not turned at all. C part, state three advantages of sanitary landfills as opposed to open dumping. free from air pollution, minimize health problems, and free from fire hazards. Last part D, mention any three effects of acid rain. Increases acidity in the soil, corrodes buildings, monuments, fences, etc., threat to human health, causes neurological diseases, affects aquatic species, affects plant growth. Need to write any 3 points in detail. With this, I conclude my today's video. I have given these points in brief. If you want a perfect score, you need to explain them properly. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.